So it seems it's official. The government shutdown is over. Hooray. But we have got to talk about the spotlight that this shutdown put on SNAP and the 42 million Americans who rely on it. The $8.3 billion per month of taxpayer dollars that were paused suddenly had families asking, where will my groceries come from? And that, my friends, is a sneak peek at what it looks like when the government controls your life. A government you rely on to feed you can also decide to starve you. SNAP revealed just how fragile this dependence is. How many government programs actually run efficiently? Every time the government takes control of something, it becomes slower, more expensive, and it invites more waste, fraud, and abuse. It sounds good on paper, of course, fairness, equity, helping the vulnerable. But here's the truth. Democrats are weaponizing your empathy and using your kind heart to bend you to their quest for more power. Don't let them. Real compassion lifts people up. It never becomes a leash. The shutdown itself exposed the politics behind the scenes that further proved my point. Democrats were holding out on agreeing to reopen the government to extend temporary taxpayer-funded ACA subsidies. So the so-called Affordable Care Act, brilliantly put together by our government, isn't really affordable without taxpayers paying for it. When the government steps in to help, they make a mess of things real fast. History gives us plenty of examples and warnings. Venezuela promised equality, took over farms, and millions went hungry. The Soviet Union destroyed private farming, crushed free speech, and millions died. Mao's Great Leap Forward killed tens of millions of people, and North Korea is still a nation where the government decides who eats. Socialism doesn't feed the poor, it just makes everyone equally poor. Programs that start with compassion always end in control, and SNAP showed it perfectly. Millions dependent on government checks became vulnerable to shutdowns and political games. Imagine instead communities where families, churches, and small businesses support each other, where pride comes from self-reliance, not fear of losing your next government check. That is true freedom. Many who were crying on TikTok videos about their SNAP benefits on pause were born into government reliance, may never know true independence, and will convince themselves that they lived free. Instead, let's build a society where our compassion actually creates strength. Every empire that traded freedom for security lost both. Let's not repeat history and continue voting for more control in the name of empathy. Reagan said it best. The 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. That wasn't cynicism. That was wisdom. Every time we hand more power over to Washington, we lose a little more independence. And the shutdown, I pray, was our wake-up call.